showtime! Woo! 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 Silent and profiling. Woo! It's live and in color. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am your host, Tommy, and today I'm going to be doing a mock draft just for you guys. Actually, me and Mikey are going to be doing mock drafts leading up to the draft. I'll be doing one, then Mikey will be doing one. So Mikey's actually going to probably do his over the weekend, and I will upload it to YouTube, and you guys can decide which mock drafts you guys like the best. And we're actually going to do a mock draft, like a live one, probably a few, probably a couple weeks before the actual draft happens. So you guys could kind of watch and pick players for yourself, and we'll probably do a little bit of interaction with the chat and let you guys do your own kind of mock draft with us, best as we can. So anyways, guys, I did one earlier. I did do a test run earlier, but I wanted to do a video version of it. Like I said, my first one went pretty good. I got an A- out of PFF's final grade, which it is what it is. But let's go ahead and start this thing up, man, real quick. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I already made a trade. And that trade was round 2, which is the 59th pick. I went ahead and traded to the Titans, and round 5 for next year's 2024 draft to the Tennessee Titans for Derrick Henry. Why did I do that? Because we need a big back. We need a dynamic running back in the backfield, one that defenses will have to worry about, one that doesn't need an excellent offensive line to get positive yards, one that can be used in short yardage situation, one that could be used in the red zone, which once again we did not do very well in last year, right? We need to take away these unnecessary runs for Allen. Okay. Allen doesn't need to be our HB1 anymore. If you got a guy like Derrick Henry, he will be your guy. And you're going to say, well, Tommy, he's hitting 30 years old. Okay, but not every running back, when they hit 30, declines. Yes, a lot do, but there's been running backs who've actually done very well in their 30s. And I can name a few. I'm just going to say Adrian Peterson, Frank Gore. There's been running backs who have went well into the 30s and did very well. Now, listen, if we get 2 to 3 seasons, good seasons out of Derrick Henry, this is well worth the trade, guys. Do you guys want to know what we picked in round 2 of the previous drafts? I'll tell you, Cody Ford, Boogie Basham, right? These aren't good. Now, listen, James Cook is still a question mark. So I'm not gonna kill James Cook. AJ Epinesa, sorry, forgot about him too. So everyone except James Cook right now, out of all of those round 2s, have not done very well. So you're telling me you want to give up a Cody Ford for a Derrick Henry? You telling me you want to give up an AJ Epinesa for a Derrick Henry? You want to give up a Boogie Basham for a Derrick Henry? Of course you would. I would do that trade in an instant. If Tennessee wanted Boogie Basham right now, even Steven. Yes, of course. Come on, guys. So listen, and I'm not saying this has to happen, but if it's available and we can work out the contract, right? Because trust me, Brandon Beane would. Where it would be, Brandon Beane's not going to put Buffalo in a bad situation. Okay. So I'm sure if he's going to go for this trade, he's going to, they're going to talk to Henry's agent and they're going to work out some kind of extension where it makes sense. But I would be all for it. Okay. So I already made that trade. So let's go ahead and start this up. Okay. So we still got our round 1 pick and round 3 and round 4 and round 5, round 6. All right. So here we go. And yes, I'm putting this on fast mode because you guys don't want to just sit here in slow mode. But I will show you the first pick of the draft, which is Bryce Young to Carolina, which you guys know they traded up with Chicago. So they went Bryce Young. I would have personally went with Stroud, but who knows what they go with. I mean, either guy. I'm not crazy about either guy. I'll be honest with you. Not crazy about either guy. So if you guys want to see the rest of the picks, I guess I'll show you real quick. So Bryce Young went to Carolina. CJ Stroud went to Houston. Jalen Carter went to Arizona. Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida, went to the Colts. Will Anderson, edge rusher, went to Alabama. From Alabama, went to Seattle. Detroit got Tyree Wilson, edge. The Raiders got Will Levis, whatever you want to, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Quarterback, Kentucky. Cornerback, Christian Gonzalez went to Atlanta. Chicago, here's their pick. They went with Quentin Johnson from TCU, wide receiver. That was what they traded back for. Paris Johnson, Ohio, went to Philly. You got cornerback Devin Witherspoon, went to Tennessee. Houston got Peter Shanowski, tackle. Jets got Lucas Van Ness. And the Patriots got Broderick Jones, tackle. Packers, Joey Porter. Washington got Brian Branch, safety. Pittsburgh got Miles Murphy, edge. Lions, another first-round pick. They got Jackson Smith. I can't pronounce his last name. Wide receiver. Tampa went with Nolan Smith. Seattle got Dalton Kilsade, tight end. The Dolphins lost their pick because they were tampering. So that is forfeited. 21 went to Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer, tight end, went to San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers. Brian Brees, interior defensive lineman, went to Baltimore. Kelvin Casey, interior defense, went to Minnesota. Bijan Robinson. Now, here's the guy that I'm starting to like more and more. I am. He went 24th here on this mock draft to Jacksonville. I don't know if they would take a running back because they have a running back right over there, but he is a bigger back. He's the most dynamic back in this draft. I wouldn't hate the Bills taking him in the first round if he fell to us. I'm torn right now because I have my guy that I want, which is O'Cyrus Torrence. I just think he's going to be a beast in this league, and I think Bijan Robinson's going to be a beast too. So that's why I'm torn on that. Round pick 25, New York Giants went with wide receiver Jordan Addison. Zay Flowers went next. Wide receiver out of Boston College went to the Cowboys, and now we are on the clock. So you guys know who I want. So I already typed in, and yes, right there, guys. O'Cyrus Torrence is available. I will be taking O'Cyrus Torrence here in the draft. Boom. He is now a Buffalo Bill. That's a great pickup, guys. All right. So I won't be reading the rest. I just wanted to go through round 1. All right, here we go. So we got to wait. We got a little bit of a wait here. We got our round 3 pick, though. Here we go. So let's see what's best on the board, according to PFF. So what do we need, guys, as of right now, right? In my opinion. So we already have the running back, right? We traded for Derrick Henry. We got the guard, right? O'Cyrus Torrence, right? And I know you're thinking why we just got McGovern, we got Bates, but is Bates really the answer at right guard, guys? He did okay. He wasn't that good at right guard last year. Let's be honest. He wasn't terrible, but you're telling me O'Cyrus Torrence can't be that guy? I think he can be. And I still like Bates, but more of a rotational piece for now. And who knows, he could be our future center. Let's see what happens in the draft here. But Yeah, I don't think Bates is a starting right guard in this league, in my opinion. So that's why I took Osiris Torrance in this draft, because I still think our draft, our offensive line is average as of right now. If we were going to start today, football started today, that is an average offensive line right now. Because Spencer Brown, which I like, is still a guy that they're working with, right? He's still having a little bit of trouble there at right tackle. So, right, and then you got Ryan Bates, who's not really starting right guard. He's better at left guard, but right now we got McGovern, and I don't think they're going to move McGovern, right? And Mitch Morse is also, you guys know the story about Mitch Morse. He has concussion issue. This is probably going to be his last season with the Buffalo Bills, if I had to guess, right? So we need a future center. Could that be Bates? Will they move Bates to center when Morse retires? Maybe. Or do we draft one? So let's see. Okay, so they got Nathaniel. See, right now, I don't think we should get a receiver early. We just picked up another one, guys, today, by the way. Former Miami Dolphin player. So if you guys don't know about it, I'll let you guys know now. So the Bills went ahead and picked up Trent Sherfield from he played for the Dolphins, played for the 49ers. I think he's 6'1". He has a lot of speed. And we got him for 1 year contract. So we'll see how that goes. But that was a good sneaky pickup potentially for the Buffalo Bills today. So I don't think we should reach for a receiver now. Early in the draft. So I want to go that route. I'm going to look for in round 3. Let's go with positions here. And I do want to see if the center that I drafted earlier in my mock is still available. So let's take a look, guys. All right. So you got guard Andrew. We don't need a guard. Okay. So here is this is not the guy. I cannot pronounce the name. Sillingham Alawantami from Michigan. So let's see what they're saying about him. First look. So he's 6'3", 307 pounds. They don't have much on him. So the guy by the way, the guy I picked in my first mock draft that I did, I picked Luke Weipler out of Ohio State. He is strictly a center, and he could be our future center. I don't think he's available. I'll look for him to see if he's there. So let me see if Luke Weipler is there. I would love to have him on the Bills. Let's see if he got picked up. Am I spelling wrong? Wypler. He is gone, guys. So Luke, I wonder where he went. Where did Luke Weipler go in this draft? Let's see, guys. I'm very curious where Luke went. Because somebody picked him up. I thought I got a steal when I yep, right there. So he went to the Rams, LA Rams, pick 77. So we just missed them. And that's all right. That's all right. So we don't need a reach or anything here, guys. So I'm gonna click that out. So let's see. So best on the board. We'll go best on the board first. So best on the board they got right now is Nathaniel Dell, wide receiver out of Houston. Once again, I don't want a receiver this early in the 3rd round. They got an edge rusher, Carl Brooks. I think right now we're good with edge. We're not set, but I would like for them to possibly pick up a veteran player on free agency for cheap rather than draft one again. I think we're good there. A corner, Tre'Vius Hodge Tomlinson. I don't think we need a corner right now. I think we're good right now with that. Safety, I think we're good too right now with Poyer coming back. Also, who knows what they do with Benford. I think they're going to put Benford in safety, and if they're going to do it, you might as well do it in the offseason. Put him in safety, let him learn behind Poyer and Hyde, because he could be Hyde's replacement when Hyde leaves or retires. Michael Wilson out of Stanford, wide receiver. A.T. Perry, wide receiver, Wake Forest. There's a running back, which we don't need because we got one. So here is the best linebacker on the board, which is Dorian Williams. I actually drafted him in my other mock draft. I had him in the round 4 um, pickup. Man, this is tough, guys. This is what mock drafts are all about, man. They're not easy. You have a guy you're thinking about and he gets picked up. So is Dorian worth it? So right now they have him ranked 82nd. So wouldn't it be a bad pickup? He's more of a Matt Milano type linebacker. I really wish the Bills would have explored some free agents at linebacker. But I have a feeling they are going to probably draft a linebacker in this draft, but they're going to go with um, the linebackers we have in house right now for that. Which let's see, right now. So they have in the draft they got Dotson back on a 1-year deal, which I have a feeling they're going to go Dotson. I just do. I have a feeling he's going to be our linebacker this year, guys. Or unless they get a free agent, which right now the best ones are signed. Or the draft pick we did last year, which was a terrible draft pick, which I don't know why they went with him last year. And like I'm having a brain fart here. Uh, not Bernard, terrible pick in my opinion from last year. So I'm going to go ahead and go Dorian Williams here because we need a linebacker, and I just don't like any of these guys right now. Uh, man, Moro Ajamo is interesting too, guys. Interior. Mm. Man, this is tough, man. Eh, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here because I really like Moro. I'm gonna go Moro Jamo. Listen, if we do wind up trading Ed Oliver, this could be the guy that takes a spot. He's a big dude. Let me show you a little bit about Moro here. So 6'3", 280 pounds. He stops the run very, very well. Um, he's a good player, man. I think he would be perfect um, filling in or even a rotational guy. That's just my opinion. It says on the pass rush moves is Ojamo's arsenal to get after opposing quarterbacks is relatively limited. His ball rush, his bull rush was effective enough that he didn't need to have to develop many counters. Um, so he's more of a run stopper, and yeah, that's where I like him at. I think he would be perfect either as a rotation or filling in for Ed Oliver if Ed Oliver gets traded. That's just my opinion. So I'm gonna go with. Man. I'm gonna go with Moro here on that. I think. Man, this is tough, guys. There is other players here. I don't want a receiver that I just don't. There's also an edge, but we have. Listen, we got Vaughn coming back. Gregory Rousseau is still a project player, but I think is going to be a beast. And he actually played a lot better last season, sophomore season with the Bills. So I think we're good there. We still need maybe possibly another one, depending on who they sign in free agency. But right here, I'm gonna go with. There's another safety out of Florida State. There's Michael Wilson, who's pretty good. Listen, I'm gonna go with Dorian Williams. Man, not totally sold on him, but he's the best there on the board, and we need a linebacker. So, all right, going into round number 4. All right, so let's see who's on the board here at round 4, guys. We got a running back, which obviously we're not taking. Dwayne or McBride, obviously we're not taking him. There's Morrow. See, if I would have reached for Morrow there in round 3, that would have been a mistake because he was still sitting there in round 4. So I probably will go with him. There is another edge rusher, Isaiah McGuire, but I really like Morrow, man. I do. I think he has good upside. I'm gonna go ahead and draft him. That's funny, man. I drafted this draft is going almost like my first draft. So let's see what we're doing here. So we are going into round 5 here. All right. All right. So here we go. I'm on the clock. Round 5, pick 3. All right. All right. So what do we need, guys? What do we need now? So you're in round 5. We traded for Derrick Henry. We got our we got let's see how the board's going so far. How do let's see our picks. I don't know if we have that shows our picks. So all right. So round 1, you guys know we went with our guard Osiris Torrance, right? Round 2, we traded away. Round 3, we went with Dorian Williams. All right, which is a linebacker. Round 4, we went with Moro Ajamo. So here we go. So what do we need? Center would be nice, right? So round 5. What do we need? Round 5. There's an interior. We just covered that. We don't need another running back. Another corner wouldn't be terrible. To get here, there's a edge rusher, Yasir Abdullah. There's another edge in Kobe Wooden from Auburn. Ronnie Hickman, I like him, a safety, but once again, what are we doing here at safety with Benford? There is a receiver from Fresno State, Jalen Morano. Let's see here. Another interior. You got Cam Jones, linebacker. We just filled that. We could go tight end. We do need a backup tight end for Dawson Knox. I drafted one from the U, and I think we can get that later. All right. So, man, not a lot to choose from. Not a lot of guys that are standing out here. I'd be almost entertained to trade back. Ronnie Hickman is interesting to me. All right. So right here, I'm going to add some cornerback depth. I'm going to go with Jacorian Bennett. If you guys want to see, let me see if they have anything on him. So he's a taller corner, which is good. 5'11", 195. He's a senior. They don't have much on him, but I'm going to go with that. I like his size. And yeah, man, I think that will be a good pickup for us right now. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Jacorian Bennett. We need some depth at corner. We did lose Dane Jackson. I mean, we got Dane Jackson back. We lost. By the way, we lost Jaquan Johnson today. He went to, I believe, was it the Raiders he went to? But yeah, I mean, a corner. So we got Dane back. You got Trey coming. Obviously, Trey is going to be better than he was last year. Kyer Elam. And you got Dane. But if they move Benford to safety, now you need a spot to fill up. So I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. So I went ahead and grabbed him there. All right. So we are in the final pick. So round 6. We don't have a 7th round pick. So right here is just best on the board in my opinion. So obviously we're not going to go quarterback, and no reason to go there. Another running back room right now is solid. We got Derrick Henry, you got James Cook, and you got Nyheim Hines returning. So there's no reason for another running back there, in my opinion. Here's another linebacker out of Florida, Ventrell Miller. You got another quarterback right here. So I like this tight end a lot. So he's 6'5", and the dude can run. He has good speed for a tight end. We need a backup tight end with some size and speed who can back up for Dawson Knox. So I am going to go with Will Mallory here. I think that is a good pickup And I believe that is it, folks. I believe that is the end of the draft. We don't have a round 7 pick, so um, I'm pretty sure. Yep, here we go. So here's our grade. Let's see what POF. Let's see what PFF. I said POF. Let's see what PFF grades my draft. Whoa, they gave me an F. They gave me an F in round 3. See, I picked up Dorian, I believe, in the last draft I did in round 4. I did because Luke Weipler was available in round 3. So they did not like that. They basically saying I reached there. Um, yeah, I didn't see anything. So that the PFF not happy with the Dorian Williams round 3 pickup. And I guess I understand. Honestly, that was a toss up for me. Maybe I should have went a different direction. But I know we needed to fill that a linebacker. We needed to, but maybe not. Maybe they like what they have in the room. They don't go linebacker early in round 3 or round 2, if depending if they keep that round 2 pick. But they gave me a B minus for Moro Ajamo, which is good, round 4. They gave me an A minus for Jacorian Bennett, corner. So that was a really good pickup. And they gave me a B for Will Mallory in the tight end. So overall, not bad. They gave me a B minus. My first draft I did, they gave me an A minus. And that's because of how Luke Weipler fell, and I was able to pick him up in round 3. Right, he was not available here, so I had to take what was best on the board, and I felt that was Dorian Williams. They did not think so, but a B minus. Listen, that's not terrible. I'll take it. We got our running back Derrick Henry, right, who is an absolute beast. We got our guard for the future in Osiris Torrance, right? We got a linebacker who could potentially, um, you know, fill that role in linebacker, maybe. Um, I'm not sold on him, guys. So don't crush me on this. I personally, if there's a better linebacker to be taken, I would definitely take him. But this is what was available on linebacker. He was the best there, and in my opinion, not good there. But it is what it is. I think he was the best on the board at the time. Moro Jama, once again, I think he's a good pickup. Jacorian Bennett, man, yeah. So that was a good pickup for me and Will Mallory. I think getting him in round 6 was a good pickup. We need a tight end. We didn't address it in free agency, and this guy, um, yeah, I think this guy could definitely be a good backup to Dawson Knox. So yeah, B minus. If I were to grade this mock draft myself, I would say I did a good B plus here. I wasn't crazy about my round 3 pick. I'll be honest with you guys. So, anyways, that was the mock draft. My first one that I did on here. I'll be doing another. Like I said, me and Mikey are going to be doing probably once a week leading up to the draft, and I'll be throwing these videos out so you guys can see how it is. And do your own mock drafts. Go to PFF. You could trade for players. You could obviously trade back. I didn't do any of that in this draft. Maybe I'll do that the next one I do. Trade up, trade down. But I just wanted to guys show you a little bit, how it works. But yeah, it's not easy. You have guys in mind that you want, right? And they get picked up, and then it's like you're on the clock, right? And you're scrambling for a player, and and that's what makes it tough, man. I wouldn't want to be a GM. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And Bills Mafia, I love you, and go Bills. Peace.